Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at a puzzle, and this puzzle is about a book I'm currently reading. It is white to play in this position. How should white undo this position? But white is not just playing, white is trying to play for a win. So if you're white, look at this position from the white side and calculate how you can win this position. I'll be doing more of these videos so that we can all learn chess together. And basically, what I'm trying to do is study chess and post some of my studies online so that every other person can gain from it. All right. So the best move in this position for white is to play bishop goes to f5. And this is a very good move because when the bishop goes to f5, which is this square, you're trying to play rook goes to a8 as your next move. But in that position, you see that the king is far away from the rook. And as such, uh, black needs to find a way to get out of this position. And this is a really very difficult position because king d8 also fails to rook e. So you win the rook. And at the same time, the rook is not able to go out. We'll try some other moves. Let's say the rook goes to g8 in this position. Then we have rook goes to a8. Check. The king needs to move on the diagonal to defend the rook. And a simple move as bishop goes to g6 wins the game. Right, so let's look at another variation. Let's say after bishop f5, the king decides to go to um, f8. For example, if king goes to f8, there's trouble in the position because there's no way for the rook to go out and we can easily get a zugzwang, right? So if king goes to f8, we're just going to play a simple move that wins the game, which is bishop goes to h7. At this point, the rook cannot move and the king cannot move as well because if the king moves to e8, then we'll play rook a8 and win the rook because king f7 and easily we can win the rook on h8. All right, that's a very good move and that's why bishop f5 is a very strong move. All right, so if bishop f5, let's say the rook goes to f8 in this position, attacking our bishop, and the move we'll play here is bishop goes to g6 check, and now the king's only move is king goes to d8. And here all we need to play is to put our bishop on f7. And when the bishop goes to f7, the rook does not have any good square. So this affords allows us the time to move our king towards the pawn. So this is most likely going to end up in a zugzwang because king c8 will fail to rook goes to a8 and will win the rook again. So black has to push the pawn on h5, I mean h6 to h5. And now we don't have anything we want to do other than move our king. This is a kind of zugzwang, right? So we can easily move our king to um, e2. And when the king is not going to move because if king goes to c8 in this position, we always have rook a8 that wins the rook. So the pawn keeps moving and we play king goes to h2. The pawn keeps moving and we play king goes to g1 and the pawn gets to h2. We need to hide under the pawn. We don't take the pawn because if we take on h2, for example, the rook is able to escape right now with rook check. And after the rook check, anywhere we move the king, the rook is able to move to either h6 or h4, depending on where he wants to go. So that is the main reason why we should not capture the pawn on h2. So if the pawn goes to h2, we hide under the pawn. And when we hide under the pawn, Black does not have any good move. The position is now lost. So for example, if he plays rook goes to h8, we have rook a8, which wins the rook immediately, and the position is winning for white. Also, if we play, I mean, after king h1, if king goes to c8, this is even worse because after rook a8, if the king moves, we get rook takes, and then bishop moves, we can always go after the pawn, and this is winning. So this is the puzzle for today. I hope you learned something good from this. It's a very interesting position that demonstrates a kind of zugzwang and the possibilities that can happen on the board. Don't forget to follow my YouTube channel for more lessons like this. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.